And welcome back, everybody, to Dark Souls 2: Skull of the First Sin. This is Kite, and we are going to go fight the bane of my existence. And I'm going to use a bit of magic to hopefully kill this thing. Say hello to Smelter Demon, my most hated boss of Dark Souls 2: Skull of the First Sin. And Dark Souls 2 in general. Now, I can't stand this boss. I have never managed to kill this guy first try, ever. Partly, in fact, to his sheer amount of strength, his fiery attacks that he has, and his fiery aura that chips away at your health the entire time you're close to him. But also the fact of having to keep Lucatiel alive. Trying to keep Lucatiel alive through this already annoyingly powerful boss fight is incredibly annoying. Especially since you can never tell when he does... Because here's the thing. When he does that whole pounding into the ground, he can do that. Where he then does a little explosion that typically has always one-shotted me. So typically, what I've always had to do was just let Lucatiel preoccupy him while I try to chip him away. The problem with this is, like I said, for this boss, you need to keep Lucatiel alive for her quest line. Which is very annoying, because Lucatiel ain't too bright sometimes. Oh my god, first try! Oh my fucking god! I'm sorry if I just hurt your ears there, but I've never killed him first try before. What the hell? I'm not complaining. I don't have to do his fight over again. The Let's Play luck is completely opposite for me. For at least that boss fight. I record, I do better in that fight. That took me 3 minutes. On a boss that in the past has taken me about 10 hours to beat before. That is amazing. I am so happy. So freaking happy. He's dead. He's dead. Yes. Okay. Got a bit overly excited about that, but... I've just never been able to kill him easily. He would typically always finish me off long before I could even have a chance to fight back. Just the thought that I've actually managed to kill him first try is just amazing to me. Just amazing that I managed to kill him. So we actually get to progress in Iron Keep a lot faster than I thought we would. I thought I was going to have to spend about 3 or 4 videos trying to kill Smelter Demon. I was actually not entirely prepared for that. So, cool. We can move on. Yay. That was something else, though. I cannot believe that went so well. I'm going to lure this guy over to me. You. Come on over. Let me kill you. I cannot let my defeating of him so easily of defeating Smelter Demon so easily. I can't let that go to my head. I can't get overly excited about that. If I get cocky, I will end up dead. I know I will. Come on. Thank you. And we will now move onwards. Where we have an ironclad knight who thinks he's being smart, trying to break the bridge and make me jump across. Now, I have a bad history with the ironclad knights in this area. In the original game, there used to be two of them. One that would attack you while the other one broke the bridge. I have a bad history with those guys, because I've had multiple times. This jerk. This guy didn't used to be in the game, so he just deserves to die. And this is one of my favorite things to do. You pull the lever, and lower him into the lava. Boom. Ow. Go back up, you jerk. Who knows, maybe you'll jump down to your death. Come on, walk off the edge. I dare you. I dare you, come on. Step off that ledge. You can't kill me until you jump off that ledge. Ow. Okay. Let's just ignore him for now. I actually need to bring him back down though. So hopefully he won't interrupt me while I do that. I need to bring him back down because the path I want to take requires that area to be brought down. Oh, there you go. Now we will open this door. And actually, no, we'll save this for a separate video or area or whatnot. We won't go in there just yet. Now here's a cool thing. If you're fast enough, which I was not, this guy caught up to me before I could go ahead and do that. So I'll lower him over here. Now this here's meant to be a trap. Oh, come on, you jerk. Oh, fuck me. Well, the cool thing is you can drop those guys on those platforms and drop them down to their dead. But like I said in the last video, their aggro range is a lot higher in this game than in the original Dark Souls 2. So in the original Dark Souls 2, that Alon Knight would not have aggroed as well. I would have only gotten the aggro of the Ironclad. But because this game's aggro range is what it is, you get their aggro a lot sooner. Which is not a positive, to be honest. Because it's a lot harder to get through the game when the enemy's aggro is so much easier. You know, I mean, is someone forlorn here? Whoa. Okay, don't know why he didn't come in earlier, but alright. I'll just hit him with magic a bunch of times. Lower his health a bit more and then start attacking him. To be honest, I believe I've only managed on my main character to get all of his armor. I've actually not managed to get any of Forlorn's weapons. He actually almost killed me there. And not even from his own skills, it's from, would have been from me backing up into a ledge. And Forlorn's dead, so that's cool. It actually might be a good idea just for me to get my souls and go back, because there's something I can do that could be very helpful. Eek! The main problem I've had with the ironclads in this zone, in this area of the game, is they've got their side swipe with their giant hammer. And that side swipe that they do, well, it has knocked me into the lava before. So we will drop him into the lava. We will get this guy, shoot him with magic a few times. Make him die. I'll climb up here, come around here, get those. I shouldn't aggro anybody. I should just be able to come down here, and we're gonna come through here now, just because it's the closest bonfire I can get to. And before anyone might say I lied earlier about there being no other bonfires for a while, this is technically not an Iron Keep bonfire. The bonfire I'm about to head to is known for being the bonfire for Belfry Soul. There's two Belfry areas, both are connected with a Covenant, and both require a Ferrous Lockstone to get to. So if you get to here, in order to get back into Iron Keep, you have to complete Belfry Soul, which, in all honesty, is not too terribly difficult, but it can be a bit annoying at times, especially if all you're doing is trying to get back into Iron Keep. It can be a bit annoying because you never know when in a Belfry area you'll be invaded. But the reason I want to come back here, with as many souls as I've got, is because McDuff sells an unlimited supply of iron arrows. And I'm going to buy as many as I can, because iron is stronger than wooden, and now I have 874 shots with my bow. That might seem a little excessive, but when you use the bow the way I do, you run out of arrows really quickly. Especially if you happen to do a bow-based character, you're going to use your arrows really fast. And so it's a good idea to stock up on as many arrows as you possibly can. So you see now, I do 138 damage rather than maybe 90 damage to this guy with a single shot to the head. So, all in all, the arrows, getting better arrows is nice. And since McDuff can sell an unlimited amount, it's pretty helpful. And great, the ironclad's going to break the bridge here in a moment. Now, oddly enough, and this has never made sense to me, they break the bridge, yet the bridge walkway does not fall apart. The only thing keeping these bridge pieces up were those iron little chain things. Yet they break off that one piece, and the bridge does not fall. Tell me how that makes sense, please. How with more or less medieval technology, they can do something like that. Ironclad who thinks he's cool, thinks he's gonna kill me. Yeah, that side swipe is what I was referring to. Wow, he actually did almost kill me. Because that damn side swipe has so much knockback on it. Now, I personally don't like this guy. the area he is at is completely optional. It only gets you if you can actually survive the fiery stones. Gives you a pretty powerful pyromancy, to be perfectly honest. But it's not an easy pyromancy to get to. Oh, crap. What the fuck? Oh, right, the platform that I dropped in the lava. I landed on it. But, yeah. The great arrow shooters are kind of annoying because you can't get around them. There's no way around them. They will just shoot you as much as they want. So... And in the original game, the original Dark Souls 2, the area was a lot easier because there were less enemies in the area. But now there are a larger number of enemies in that area. Simply why? Because they wanted to make it a bit more challenging. Which I can understand, this area was never too difficult, but it's like... Ow. They could have upped the difficulty in a different way rather than just, hey, I know, let's overflow the player with enemies. Thing is, that's why there are some times in these games where I'm not a fan of what the creators decided to do with the levels, what the level designers decided to do, because I've never understood why a lot of times you have game companies that just kind of assume that when players want difficulty, they mean they want more enemies. Like, I for one think that Dark Souls 2, the original, had plenty of enemies, especially in New Game Plus, where they add a bunch more enemies. You know, so I thought, you know, the normal amount of enemies that they had was fine. They could have done something else to make it a bit more difficult. But instead they chose to just add more enemies. I might be able to do something. Something I've done before, and I might just be able to do it if I'm fast enough. And I am, thank God. For some reason, the Alon Knights cannot climb ladders. And so you've got more Alon Knights up here. Which, oh my god, I just got killed by a random Alon Knight. Seriously! Ugh. I hate this area. This used to be my favorite area in the original Dark Souls 2. With Skull of First Sin, it is my second most hated area in the game. Simply because they overloaded it with Alon Knights. Like, everywhere you turn, there's more and more of them, and it's like, you had plenty in the original game. There's no reason to add more of them. Especially with their improved aggro range, making them a lot more powerful. Mainly because they can gang up on you a lot easier. So it's like, hey, you see that guy a mile away? No? Well, there's a guy over there. Let's go kill him. Okay. That's how the Alon Knights act, especially these three. Because these three, you see where that one Alon Knight is? Way, way, way over there? When you're standing in that position, all three of these guys will aggro onto you. All of them. All the ones I just killed will aggro on you from that distance. And it's ridiculous. Because there's no reason that they should aggro from that range. I never knew those guys had a 4 hammer swing attack. Oh well. But so it's like, their range and their power is so fucking huge that it's just annoying. You know what, oh, sweet, I was actually going to try and draw his aggro. Goodbye. 2 enemies, 1 lever. Kill this guy. But in the original game, there didn't used to be a long nights up here. There used to be a mimic in the original game, but it was just a mimic. The rest of this small area was pretty small. You know, there's no major enemies, at least not yet. See? Look at this guy. I shot his friend, and then suddenly they both aggroed. The other guy was nowhere near me. Now, I could go open that chest, but I really don't want to. When you walk up and open that chest, there's a dark spirit that will invade you. I don't like this particular dark spirit, for one reason and one reason alone. He, one time when I was co-oping with a friend, destroyed my entire armor with a single attack. Yeah, he broke down the durability of my armor in a single hit. I'm not sure how he did it or what weapon he was using. But he managed to do so. Now this area is a bit annoying because there are in fact 3 of these archers up in this area. Three Alon Knight captains. Yeah, this part can be a bit annoying to complete. Mainly because you just don't want to draw all 3 of their aggros. What I mean by that is you don't want to grab all 3 of them into a melee confrontation. I mean, you already see how much damage they do with the bow, and they do around the same amount of damage, ow, with their swords. I need to go visit Malincha after this. Okay. Now once you're down to your final Alon Knight captain, you can pretty much come out and melee him after that. So, yeah. He's dead. Got some fire arrows and some Titanite shards. This should be the Black Knight Greatsword, I believe. Yeah, oh, Great Axe. My bad, Greatsword's in a different area. Alon Knight gauntlets and some Simpleton spice. And we're actually past the 20-minute mark, and I didn't realize that. Whoops. Well, we'll leave this off here, and when we come back, we shall continue Skull of the First Sin, and hopefully finish Iron Keep. Until then, so long.